Greetings, I'm Joseph L. Jones Jr., the Mound Builder, personal development, wellness, and lifestyle consultant. I'm making this video to make you aware of my newly released book, Maximize Your 365. This book is a great book, obviously a great book. I'm going to tell you it's a great book because I wrote it, but I'm also going to tell you it's a great book because the information in it is absolutely life changing and it's extremely helpful in terms of self development, motivation, self help, self improvement, and evolving. Many people have been asking me to make a video about the book, talking about the book, and explaining how I went about putting the book together so that you can get the most out of this book. First of all, this book, Maximize Your 365, as you can see, it's a pretty thick book. And it's thick because it's 365 pages of information for you to utilize. Now, there's a lot of books out there and they have a lot of information in them. This book is designed slightly different because it's interactive. It's a guidebook, it's a workbook, it's a playbook. It's a book that will help you with history, with growth and development. So with Maximize Your 365, the idea is for you to get the most out of your day and to get the most out of yourself. So if you're interested in that, this book would be a great tool for you. Starting with the book, it starts with day one. Day one is the day that you get the book. You don't have to wait to the beginning of the year, the beginning of the month, the beginning of the week, the beginning of a new moon. You can start from day one when you get this book. You just simply write the date that you start and go from that date on for the next 365 days of the year. From that, after that part, you have what's called your most important things to do that day. There's 4 lines there. What you want to do either the night before or the morning of is write down the most important things you want to get done that day. That way you're laser point focused on what you want to get done. And with that, you're also keeping the first things, as opposed to getting sidetracked by anything that comes along. Whenever you get sidetracked, you just go back to, okay, I decided I wanted to get these things done today. So this is what I'm going to stick to. That's why that's there. From the most important things that you want to get done during that day, you go to your quote of the day. The quote of the day deals with inspiration, motivation, self-help, self-development as well. It's to get you jump-started into your day. These quotes deal with motivation. It deals with individuals who have done great things, who have become masterful in their field. It also deals with history and culture as well. But basically, it inspires you and motivates you to do whatever it is that you have decided to do for that day. And you have 365 of some of the best quotes and the best sayings that have ever been vocalized. So that's your quote of the day. From there, you have your word of the day. Words are very important. One of the things that happened to us after high school or after college is that our vocabulary began to decrease. With your word of the day, you're able to increase your vocabulary by at least 365 words. Even words that you are already aware of, by looking those words up again, you're going to find out things about those words that you did not know. So you're going to grow and expand as a result of that. That's why the word of the day is important. From there, you go to your song of the day. Now, with your song of the day, I had a lot of fun with this. The guiding influence for your song of the day is the higher vibration of love. Love is one of the vibrations that we need a lot more of these days. So within the course of a 7-day week, you're going to have at least 3 to 4 love songs. You're going to have 1 hip hop or rap song. You're going to have 1 club song or house music song, just because I'm a house music guy, and house music is motivating, it's encouraging, it gets you moving, it's highly spiritual, and it helps you to tune into places that other music don't necessarily take you. In addition to that, you also have one inspirational song each week as well. So these are the guiding influences behind the song of the day. It's not your everyday top 40, although I do have some of those. It's not the best hits of these particular artists, although I do have some of those. It's more in line with your development and growth in the vibration of love, inspiration, and motivation. So that's how I chose the song of the day. All of these songs are songs that I'm familiar with. They're some of my favorites. I'm a lyric guy, so the message in the music is very important. The beat has its importance as well, but the message in the music through the lyric is very important. That's your song of the day. From there, you go to your herb, fruit, or food of the day. These superfoods and fruits are essential for us maintaining our body. We need to be aware of the superfoods and the herbs that are out there that helps us to be well. As a wellness consultant, that's part of my work. So with this, you have 365 herbs and foods that you can utilize from day one to help you to be well, to help you to balance out some of the dis-ease and balance out some of the discomfort that you're feeling as well. These herbs will help to supercharge your system and help you to function at a much higher peak. So utilize these herbs of the day and foods of the day. Next, we have our book of the day. The book of the day is very near and dear to my heart because I am endeared to writers. Writers are very important people in our life. It's nothing more important than taking the time to write down important things that have happened in our life, write down important discoveries that we make in terms of discipline and exploration. Writing is very important. I have 365 of what I consider to be some of the best books that have ever been written. They deal with culture, they deal with growth, development, self-help, personal development. They deal with every aspect and facet of life that you can possibly think of. These 365 books cover them. You will be much more expanded and grow in leaps and bounds as a result of just being aware of these 365 books, getting them, reading the description of them, and building your personal library. That's what's important about the book of the day. No, you're not expected to read a book every day of the year, but it is important again for you to build your vocabulary, even if you just get one book a week and begin reading that book. Some of them are reference books. Some of them are books that you can read like a novel, but all of them have very unique meaning, and you can definitely benefit from each of these books. I encourage you to get them all. Next, we have people of the day. These are people who have done monumental works in their field of endeavor. They're noteworthy. They're also individuals that you may not necessarily learn about in school. So I've selected individuals that are important historically, culturally, in whatever discipline that they've participated in, but they're not as well known names that you would hear about in school or in the media. So it's important for you to just look these individuals up, see what their accomplishment is, and then be inspired by that because they're masters of their field. And if you're here, you want to be a master of whatever it is that you're doing. That's why we're here. We're not here to play up to something. We're here to master it. We're here to bring our very best to it. So these are the people that I've chosen as the person of the day. They're people that are worthy of our study and worthy of us understanding who they are, what they did, and how that impacts our life. Next, we have our place of the day. The place of the day is important because travel is important. Travel allows us to expand and grow. If we just stay in one place, then we don't grow as much as we could if we're able to go and visit places of beauty, of wonder, of historical significance, cultural significance, and places that we just enjoy being. I have numerous places here, 365 to be exact, and each one of them are worthy of your exploration. Any one of these places that are close to you, it's important for you to go and visit those places. Any of these other places that you feel called to go and visit, definitely take the time to go there and visit it. This is your life. There's always something else for you to learn. And just by going to these places and being there, there's a gift and a joy for you to experience just by being in that place. Some of them are mythical places or places of the past. They're worthy of your study just to be aware of what their significance is, because all of them have their own relevance and all of them are significantly important to you. Lastly, we have the movie of the day. And of course, we enjoy movie, we enjoy cinematography, we enjoy acting. I've selected movies that are important based on the message in the movie in the movie, and some of the things that they're telling you. I always want you to be thinking and not just be entertained. Edutainment is a great word because you want to be educated even as you're watching movies and in everything that you do in life. But there's a message in the movies. There's great drama, there's great actors. I've selected some of the best of those. Foreign films, documentaries, informative films, all of these types of films that you need to grow and move and evolve in the best possible way that you can. They're listed here in the 365 days of the year for your movie of the day. And then lastly, there is a space for you to write notes. Notes are important. You can write a few words next to your word of the day to help you remember it. You can write a few words about your person of the day. You can write a few words about your herb or fruit or food of the day right beside that, as I did here. Or you can come down to the notes section and you can write in the notes section. So there's plenty of room for you to do the work that you need to do. Again, this is a guidebook, it's a workbook, it's a playbook, and it's not just for 365 days. This book is basically a book that is a lifetime work. This is a compilation of all of the material that I have come across in my years of living, and I put it all in this book. So if you really take advantage of this book and really lend yourself to this book, you will be engaged in this book for the rest of your life. As you continue to go through the book and write your own notes, you may write your own book of the day in addition to the books that I've listed here. You may write some of your favorite books, some of your favorite songs, some of your favorite foods. You may list some of your favorite movies. All of these things are important. That's the idea behind maximizing your 365 days of the year. Thank you so much for taking the time to look at this video. Thank you for all of you who have supported this work. And thank you for all of you who will continue to be your best, do your best, and I look forward to seeing you out and about. You can always reach me on Facebook. My contact information is on my website below. You can get this book at Amazon.com or CreateSpace. The links to that is down below as well. If you see me out and about, I may ask you, what's your word of the day? What's your quote of the day? What is your song of the day? And you can ask me mine. You can also ask me why I decided to put that particular item in this book. Thanks so much for your time. I look forward to seeing you. Stay well.